She what? Does she come in quicker when you take that inside leg out of her rib? Does she step in?
Yeah.
Okay. Take your outside leg off, push your inside leg over. What's she do?
Go up.
Okay. Steer through your legs. Let your hand just kind of aim her and guide. All right? Now push her around with that right leg and switch direction. Slowly switch your hand, drop the right down, left back, out and back. There you go, there you go. Take that inside leg off her rib. Good. Now, if she comes in too much, switch legs, push her out. Essentially, you're going to put her on a path, and you're going to use your leg to keep her there. Only thing your hand's going to do is keep her neck aimed in the direction you want. It is typically better to keep her bent to the inside, because the outside of her world is too distracting. Every horse is a little different. Now, right there as you're walking, take both hands, bring them back to you about an inch, squeeze your leg. What'd she do? Release. What'd you feel? Okay. So, when you're moving forward and you're trotting, you want more pace, that's what you're going to do, right?
Yeah.
Might be a little variation of that, just depending on the situation. If something is stimulating her from the outside, you're going to take a harder hold on the inside. Okay? Most everything you do with me is going to be more predominantly inside rein, bump the outside. Okay? You're going to keep them cocked off that inside, that way the body can follow that track. Now, you see how you're pinching your hand down to her neck? That's a habit. Open that hand out. There. When you open that hand, do you feel a change? Did it feel different in your hand?
It did.
Okay.
I don't know what though.
But it felt good in your hand, right?
Yeah.
What you did is you flattened that bit. When you pinch your hands down, that bit turns into a point. When you open your hands, it flattens it. So when you pinch your hands, you're working on just the corners of her mouth or the bars. When you open it, you got the whole surface of her tongue and her bars and the corner of her mouth.
That would be very helpful with Phoebe.
It would.
When you pinch your hands down, you're eliminating your work area.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Give yourself as much surface in their mouth to work with. Now, just take that left leg, tap it on her and clock. Release a little. Just open your finger, give her a kick. Clock, kick, release, kick. Squeeze that left leg, kick. Clock, kick. Release. See, every time you kick, you grab her face.
Yeah, you're pulling on her as you're
Squeeze that
kicking
left
her.
leg on her and kick her. Clock. Release. What is it? Clock. Be kind of aggressive with your voice. Good. Release. Release. Clock. Keep clocking. Kick. 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 Keep kicking until she stops. Keep clocking and kicking. And you see how she just keeps collecting? She doesn't step off. Ask her to trot off. There. Now, release her face for a minute. What'd she do? Did she stay there?
Yeah.
Okay, drive her up with that left leg. Take that left toe, turn it out, hook that left calf into her rib, and drive her to her face. Just drive her forward. Now, wiggle left, wiggle right. Wiggle left, wiggle right. You're in a pulling now. There, release. Release. Do it again. Release. Release. Let it go. Do it again. Wiggle. Drive her up, wiggle. There, again. There. Now shorten your rein about 2 inches. Same deal. If you get into a pulling match with her, she's going to grab it and take advantage. Set that barrier a little tighter. When she grabs it, wiggle. Release. Wiggle. Release. Every time you release, she sets her head. Every time you pull, she pulls. There. Get a feel. Use that inside rein. Wiggle. Wiggle. Outside leg. Drive her through that turn. Good. Don't fall forward with your body. Let your lower leg do some work. Wiggle, wiggle, release. There, there. Feel that?
Yep.
You had it for about half stride. There, again. Good. You got it a little bit. Wiggle, wiggle, release. There. There. Now you're starting to get a feel for it. Do that every step if you need to. But don't pull. Set a barrier and wiggle. Drive, left leg. Left leg. There. Wiggle, wiggle, release. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Don't snap. There, now release. Just a little. Good, Kaleigh. Wiggle, leg. Wiggle, leg. Gotta get that leg there. Now, you had it, and you got in a hurry, and you snapped. Drive her up. You hear her clanking her feet? Too heavy on your hands, and she didn't go into her face. She's not lifting her ribs up, rolling over. There, release. Left, left, left. There, release. Good. Keep her right there. Good. Better. There, good. Drive. There. Roll her over some more and release. Good. Roll her over, release. Now sit, push your feet down, stay here. Good. Now, yeah. What's that? Okay. So, it's a two-part deal. If the hand's doing all the work and the leg ain't there, ain't gonna happen. On most horses. There are the select few that you can ride that way, and they'll do it. You know what I mean? But for the most part, you gotta use your leg. Now, right there, take a hold of your left, bump your right. Lightly, lightly. See how she jacked her head up? Too hard. What'd you get there? What'd you want?
He's good. He's making you answer.
You gonna figure
She's
this out
fighting
there.
with me.
Huh?
She's fighting with me.
Okay. How's she fighting with you?
She's pulling on this.
Okay. Set that and start wiggling that right. What'd you get?
She's off it.
Huh?
She's off it.
Okay. So when you went to bumping and jerking,
Yeah.
you didn't get it, right? This mare doesn't like that type stuff. She wants you to kind of coddle her. She wants you to be nice. Once you're nice and she trusts you, she'll do stuff. But if she's worried about being too trapped and too boxed in and more pressure than she can handle, that's where the shit hits the fan with this mare. Okay? Because you see how I got on her? And I didn't ask much of her when I first got on, right? I just kind of walked around, slowly started jogging. Once she was jogging and moving, then we went to work, right? So, you were kind of up there, kind of going around. You're like, okay, I'm going to put you in this frame. I'm going to make you perfect. Don't do that. Don't tell her you're going to make her perfect. Just ask her a few times. Then, if you need to, tell her. All right? Isn't that genius? Because if you're worried about every step being exactly perfect, every time you get on, oh my God, it's got to be here, it's got to be here, it's got to be here, you're going to screw yourself up. Because you're going to end up with a horse that's frazzled, you're frazzled, and it ain't any fun. You want to feel what happened and give them that reward, whatever it is. Whether you take your leg out of their side, or you release their face, or you just tell them good boy or good girl. Give them that, hey, this is what I want. get them to try. Don't force it into them. Let them have some try of their own, and you're going to have a horse that'll do. And you'll have a horse that'll do anything for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what you want to feel. That's the connection you want. That's what you want with that horse. Now, you know that she wouldn't trot off with you? Why wouldn't she trot off with you? She was like, I don't know what the hell this girl's acting. She was so confused. And even though you were kicking her and stuff, she wouldn't step off, right? She didn't have anywhere to go. You had everything backed off to you, and she could have stepped through that door.
And every time you kicked her, you kind of pulled up on her.
I know.
I don't know where that came from. You've never done that.
That came from her being nervous.
Well, I was confused. I didn't know if I was asking him to trot at that point.
Now, ask her to step into a sit and trot. Kick her. There. Now, drive her forward. Drive her forward, drive her forward, drive her forward. Kick. 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 Now, take a hold of her face, shorten your rein up, get her in the bridle. Just sit there. Drive her up with your leg. Roll her over till she gets in the bridle. Left, wiggle leg. There, now pose. Take a hold of her face, get her in the bridle.
Kaleigh loves it when I let her ride out a frame.
Now, does that feel good to you? Do you think she's where you want her?
No.
Okay. Set that barrier tighter. Use that leg, drive her to her face, and roll her over that bridle. Good. Good. Leg. Leg pluck. Leg pluck. Drive her up. She lay it on your hands. Roll her over, release. Roll her over, release. There. There. Kick her up. Wiggle. Kick her. There. There. Finally, you got somewhere. Again. Kick her up, wiggle. Kick her up, wiggle. Is that feeling better?
Getting there.
Okay. That's only about a half of her forward gear. Find some more speed and drive her up and lift her wrist. There. Better. Left, left, left. Good. 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 Sit. Push down. Here. Okay. Now, once you got her going forward, did that feel better to you?
Yeah.
Okay. What felt better? Was it easier to get what you wanted?
Yes.
Okay. You couldn't keep it, but it was easier to get it, right?
It was easier.
Good.
Yeah.
Change direction.
You have to understand the school of Corky Sutton, she never would ask her like an open-ended question. Corky would just stand there when she was doing something right and say, good. And so Kaleigh never knew.
She doesn't know what's going on
She
underneath.
didn't know her leads for, how many years did you not know if you were on the right or the wrong lead? You just guessed.
At least probably 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably 6.
Now, how does she feel walking right there?
She's pushing on a bit.
How hard?
Not that hard.
Take a hold, wiggle just a little bit. Use your leg, use your leg. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Faster. There. Release. Get any better?
Yes.
Okay. Sit and trot again. Drive her forward. Same deal. What you just did at that walk, do it while you're moving forward. Roll her over. Take a hold, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. When she gets in there, release. There. Again. Release. How does that feel?
Good.
Take a hold, wiggle, roll her over. Take a hold, wiggle, roll her over. You ain't rolled her over yet. There, release. Again. Again. Keep after it. There. There, good. Drive with your leg. You feel her dogging? Get her engaged.
She's a lazy horse, Kaleigh.
Oh, I know.
Drive her up, roll her over. Drive her up. Kick. Kick again. Kick. There. Feel the difference? Kick her rib again. Kick that rib. Right. Right. There. There. Roll that face over as you do it. Why are you posting? Quit cheating yourself. Sit up there, learn to drive her up to her face, and make her do. When you can get it sitting trot, you can start posting again. Drive, 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 drive. There, good. Because the problem is, you can sit up there and look pretty and go around, but if you can't make her do her job, doing you ain't good. Drive her up, drive her up, drive her up. Release so she has somewhere to go. Just open your hand and then take it back. Good. Roll her over. Now go post. Squeeze both calves. Squeeze both calves, wiggle, release. There. That's the first time you've had her in frame. Now put something on it and make it special and go forward. Leg, cluck, leg, cluck. Keep her head set. There you go. There you go. That's better. Leg, cluck. Drive her up. Wiggle. Don't just let her lay on you. Give. There. There. Finally. Again. There. Good. Roll her over. Drive her up. Leg. Cluck. There. Very good, Kaleigh. Drive. Keep her drove to that face. Ribs lifted. Rolled over. Squeeze her together. Take your nose from her. And then let her have it back when she's right. There, release just a little. Good, good. Walk. Sit, tell her here. Good. Let her have her face for a second. Now, how did that feel?
A lot better.
Okay. That is the first time you got her put together and going up to it. You quit pulling her back and you drove her to it. Okay? Because once you drove her to her face, then you could take her back off it. Before, you were trying to take her back off it, but there was nothing to take back off.
Yep.
Because once she dropped those ribs, that neck straightened out, and you were in a pulling match with a 1,000-pound animal, and you were losing.
And do you think that's why Phoebe tries to do this with her head?
Yep. If you want them to set their head, you have to lift their ribs. The only way you can lift their ribs is through those legs. And you see how your legs got engaged? They're probably screaming at you, aren't
They probably will tomorrow.
they? Exactly. And you ride a fair bit, right?
She's only been riding about once a week.
Yeah, but
Twice a week.
It's not like you haven't rode in months.
No.
But have you had to use your leg that much before?
No.
Okay. And this mare doesn't take a lot of leg. It's not like some of them. But you have to get your leg there, get her ribs lifted so she can get engaged. Because if you don't lift them up, you can't do it.
Okay.
Because literally, when they don't lift their back, you're pulling on that neck and you're just hitting a board because it stops at their shoulder. When their ribs lift, everything from their tail can come to their face, and everything from their face can come to their tail. But when those ribs drop, it can't get there. It stops at their shoulders or it stops at their hip. So you've got to get them up underneath you, ribs engaged, for them to come in the frame to where you can get them there. And those little wiggles, she's going to get where she stays there longer and longer for you. Because she's going to figure out that frame she's supposed to be in. And she'll get to where she keeps her ribs up longer and longer and longer, to where you don't have to touch her. Okay? But you have to constantly tell her, get back into that frame, get back into that box. No, pick your ribs back up, set your face. Pick your ribs up, set your face. Up, you're too slow, go forward. You've got to keep telling her when she gets out of it. And you've got to tell her in a relatively nice way until she is screwed up bad enough to where she needs to be told, hey, I mean do it now. You know what I mean?
So when you're wiggling, are you using your legs before, or are you using them standing continuously?
That is a feel and timing thing.
Okay.
Typically, what I'm doing depends on each horse. With her, I'm going to have my hand in place and my leg coming about the same time.
Okay.
Because she's one, if you take hold of her face, she's going to die. If you put your leg on her, she's going to shoot. So it's got to be about the same time. Now, I might have a little harder leg than I do hand on her, just to step her up. Okay? But I don't want my hand on her to be way behind my leg. Because she doesn't know, okay, this is my frame, I'm going to stay right here, as well as some of them. You know, for me, she's fairly light and she stays there, so I don't have to do very much with my arm. And I just drive her on up there and get her in there with my leg, but my hand's right there with it. What'll change won't be the timing, it'll be how much pressure you're applying, okay? Now walk across the middle and change direction.
Oh boy, your legs aren't done yet.
Kick her. Now, shorten your rein up. You're going to ask her to load. Okay? Take that left leg out of her side, push that heel down, use your right leg and go. Now smooch. Okay. All right, walk. Now that was you figuring her out and her figuring you out. Walk forward. Set your leg there on that outside and ask her to step into that load. Take your leg off. See how she fell out? Walk. Sit. Tell her here. Good. Now, you see how she fell out as soon as you took your leg off?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep that outside leg there. But here's the thing. It's not a death grip. All right? You're going to take that outside leg and you're going to lift every step. If you're lifting with that calf every step and she falls out or is going to fall out, kick her with that outside leg. Okay?
So give her like a squeeze every step?
Yep. And not a squeeze. Take that calf and lift up her rib.
Okay.
So you're just going to take that heel and you're going to do this as you're loading. And once you get the feel for it, it's just going to be in your stirrup. You're not going to be moving your whole leg. At first, you'll have to move your whole leg till you get used to it.
Can you keep the inside leg off?
Yes. Unless she's fallen in, and then I get it into place to where it's working. Go low. Now, you feel that step? That's pretty nice. She didn't stay in it, but she stepped right off nice. Walk. You feel how she took her time and it was real deliberate how she stepped into it?
Yeah.
Little stronger leg, and she'll step a little quicker. Good. Feel how she stepped right off? It was deliberate. She didn't. Walk. Now, that leg's not there. It's not keeping her engaged. You're getting your first step, but then you're struggling with the feel for her to keep her loaded. Just keep that leg there.
No, I've seen all of that, so I mean.
Kick her with that left leg, move her shoulder over. There. Now ask her to lope up. Keep her low. Leg. Leg. Leg, leg. Good. Shorten your rein up. Start putting her in the bridle a little bit. Good. Leg, leg, leg. There you go. Good. Take your left leg off a little. Use your right. Put your left back on a little. Whoops. Walk. Go again. Good. Shift your weight to the inside and push her off that wall just a little so you quit rubbing her down the wall. There. Good, Kaleigh. Leg. Okay, walk.
She's hard to keep going.
She's very easy. You're struggling because you're not putting her in there, keeping her up to it. Because she likes to lope and she likes to stay in it. What's happening is you're behind on fixing her. Because when I tell you to start fixing her, it's coming into the corner. And you're not fixing her till you're up by the mirror. By that time, she's already dead.
Okay.
So, but you see how she stepped right off?
Yeah.
Your first couple of steps are pretty.
Yeah, and it's nice and soft.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got a lot of softness in her.
She pulls on you and doesn't stay put together because you're not keeping her there. Ask her to lope off. There. Leg. Shorten the rein up. Move her off that rail. Walk. Go again. All right, stop it. Kick your left leg on her. Kick. Left leg. Good. Now, step off. There. Start turning now. Get her off that rail. Use that right leg. There. Better. Whoop. Walk. Go again. Every time you come out of that turn, she's sucking you to that wall. Step off. Stop. Kick left. Lope off. Stop. Now, right there you're getting frustrated. Shot yourself forward when you were going to lope to try and throw her in it with your body, and she fell out. That was your fault, not hers. The first time over here when you kicked her in the rib, that was her refusing. Okay? That time was you. She started to take it, and you were in a rush, and you threw yourself into it. Sit there.
Everything you tried, of course.
I always had the back half of the bad half for the 150.
Well, right, yeah, front would be the only where you're really safe is the middle, and sometimes that's not even the case. But,
There. Now, not as pretty, but not bad. Leg. There. Leg. There. Leg. Smooch leg. Smooch leg.
I didn't know he was 50.
You smooched too late.
Now, coming down that rail, you started to kind of get something, but you couldn't get it put together. Try again. Don't get frustrated. This is a whole new feel and a whole different deal for you. It's going to take you a little while to get up to speed on this. Because what you're used to and what she does now is different. stop. Left leg, kick. There. 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 Keep her like that. There. I don't care if it's faster, but keep her there. Use your leg. There. There. Good. Better, Kaleigh. You're finally starting to get something. Don't get into a pulling match. Use your leg. Okay, walk. Okay. Now, when you started off, when you came down that rail, wasn't bad. Longer you went, you feel her getting out in front of you, right?
Yep.
Just getting in front of you, getting doggy, pulling. That's you. That's you not putting her back there till she's already past it, okay? Now, ask her to step off again. Now, kick with your right leg. Don't squeeze, kick. There, better. Right leg kick, don't squeeze. Tap it on her. There you go, tap, tap, tap. Up. Walk. Left leg. Good, go low. Very nice depart. Right leg kick a little bit, just tap. Right leg tap. There, not enough leg. Go again.
She gonna have to get the old thigh master out again?
She's got to get a feel for it. She can get it, but... There, keep her there. Keep her in that frame, leg, smooch. There, there, good. Keep that feel.
No, we have to get her legs off. They're called thigh master.
Kick. You're pulling on her too. There, better, better, better. Ain't great, but it's better. Leg. Smooch, don't cluck. That's half your problem. You're clucking to try and keep her going instead of smooching. Now, she was pulling on you down there. When you're coming into that turn, you're in a pulling match up here and you're in a squeezing match with your leg. Okay? So when she comes into that rail and she wants to get you over there, kick her over a little bit. Take that right leg and kick her side. Doesn't have to be a big hard kick, but kick her over till she steps over. Now, when I told you it was better, could you feel a difference?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It wasn't great yet, but it was better. So, what were you doing to get it better?
I had my legs on her.
Okay.
I had both of them on her.
That's the reason she's taking you to that wall in that corner pulling on you. Because when you have both legs on her, she's going to go where she thinks she should go. So when you're coming into that turn over here, you need to drop that inside leg so she'll step in. Because every time you come down this rail, you about to take that whole wall out. So when she's taking you to that wall, take your left leg off and start kicking till she moves over. Okay? You're going to sacrifice headset, move her off the wall, and keep her going forward. Then you're going to come back to your headset once she's off the wall. Go again. That's you. You started throwing your body. You're getting a little tired, getting in a hurry. Sit there. Keep your butt in that saddle so your hip stays in contact. Okay, that was a little slow on her part, better on yours. Walk, kick her left, kick her right, kick left, kick right. Now go low. Okay, walk. Take a break for a second. Come here.